Birth of Lord Ganesha. Upon being ordered by the Lord Shiva, his Ganas reached Shiva's house to fight against the boy Ganesha. After seeing them with weapons, the brave boy told them that it was the battle between the parties of Parvati and Shiva. Hearing the words, the thousands of Ganas rushed towards Ganesha with big batons and different kinds of weapons. At first, Nandi caught Ganesha's one leg, later, Bringi caught Ganesha's other leg. Before they tried to pull him down, he struck a blow at their hands to get his legs free. He immediately smashed the Ganas using a big iron rod. Immediately, some fell on the ground, some fled in various directions, some fled back to Shiva. In a short time, no one among them stood face to face with him. Just like a deer ran away by seeing a lion, the Ganas, who were thousands in number, fled in that manner. He was seen as Lord Yama, the god of death to them. After trashing everyone, he returned to the door and continued his given work. At the same time, requested by God Narada, all the gods, including Lord Vishnu, Lord Brahma, and Indra, came there. They all bowed in front of Lord Shiva and said, O great Brahman, the Lord of all, the Creator, the Sustainer and the Destroyer of all created things, we all are your servants. We are ready to fulfill your commands and wishes. On hearing their words and seeing the Ganas completely shattered, Lord Shiva told them everything. Later, turning to Lord Brahma, he said, O Brahma, listen. A boy is standing at the entrance of my house. He is very strong. He has a weapon in his hand. He prevents my entry to the house. He strikes very skillfully. He has forcefully defeated my Ganas. You alone should go there. You shall bring him under control with your acts. Upon being ordered by Lord Shiva and deceived by ignorance, Lord Brahma went near the boy along with the sages. On seeing Brahma, the powerful boy very angrily plucked Lord Brahma's mustache and beard. On seeing this, Brahma immediately asked the boy to forgive him. Later, he said that, O Lord, I have not come here to fight. I am a Brahmin and shall be blessed. I have come here to make peace. I will not cause any harm. But the angered Ganesha did not listen to Lord Brahma's words also. He took the iron rod once again to strike all of them. Seeing that, Brahma began to run away immediately. Other sages who came with Brahma shouted at him to go away from the boy. As they were shouted, few were hit by Ganesha with his weapon. Some of them fell on the ground on their own, and some of them were knocked down by Ganesha. Few of them rushed back to Shiva and informed the details. Knowing the news, Shiva became more angry. Later, he issued orders to Lord Indra, the six-faced deity Lord Kumara, other Ganas, ghosts and spirits. With the desire to kill Ganesha, they all reached him with full weapons. Upon seeing him, they immediately threw their weapons on him. With the effect of ongoing battle, there was a great public outcry and uncertainty in all the three worlds. The whole world was undergoing unexpected destruction, even though the Lord Brahma's lifespan was not over. Certainly, it was Lord Shiva's wish. At the same time, Lord Kumara and other gods were very much surprised as they were not able to use their weapons effectively. Meantime, Goddess Parvati, the mother of universe, got very much angry after knowing the ongoing incidents and the battles. She immediately created two woman forms known as Shaktis to support her own Gana Ganesha. One Shakti appeared in a very fearful form and stood there, opening her mouth as wide as the entrance of a big mountain cave. The other Shakti appeared in the form of lightning. She had many arms. She was huge and terrible and ready to punish the evil. The weapons thrown by the gods and the Ganas were caught and sent back in their direction by the Shakti. None of the gods' weapons were seen anywhere nearer to him. Indra and other gods were struck hard by the boy. The Ganas of Shiva became nervous and distressed. Shaken by Ganesha's blows, they discussed among themselves what they should do and where they should go now. At the same time, the forest gods who came there with flowers to worship the gods were very much surprised by seeing the battle, as they had not witnessed anything like that before. With the effect of battle, the earth was shaking with all its oceans. The mountains started to fall down. The gods fled from that place, as such the Ganas of Shiva. Only Lord Kumara did not flee from that place. He stopped everyone and stood in front of the Ganesha. But their efforts were in vain in front of two women Shaktis. All gods and Ganas fled back from that place. The Ganas who ran back to Shiva informed that they had neither seen nor fought any such battle before in their lifetime. They also pleaded with him that he was alone the savior of the entire universe from the ongoing battle. Hearing that, the angered Rudra became more angry and went there along with his Ganas. In the meantime, Lord Narada spoke to Shiva. O Lord of the gods, please listen to my words. You are an expert in various sports. With your divine sport, the arrogance of the Ganas has been removed. By giving much strength to Ganesha, the greatness of the gods too has been removed. Your own wonderful strength has been known to the world. You independently remove the pride of everyone. Please honor your own Ganas and the gods suitably and make them achieve success. O Brahman, please do not treat Ganesha leisurely and kill him in your play now. Saying this, Narada disappeared from the place. On hearing Narada's words, the Lord Shiva, who grants wishes of his devotees, determined to fight against the boy. After consulting with Lord Vishnu, the three-eyed god reached that place with his army for the battle. After remembering lotus-like feet of Shiva, the two women Shaktis fought with him with a lot of joy. Later, Ganesha hit all the gods, including Lord Vishnu, with his stick. He had got a great strength through the two women. As soon as the strengths of the gods were decreased, they started to turn back. After fighting for a long time, Shiva was very much surprised by seeing the boy's strength. He thought that the boy had to be killed only by the deception. Thinking like this, he moved to the middle of his army. The Ganas were very much excited by seeing both Lord Shiva and Lord Vishnu in the battle. Seeing their happiness, Ganesha at first struck Lord Vishnu, who gives happiness to everyone. Seeing that, Lord Vishnu also iterated Lord Shiva's words and said that without deception Ganesha cannot be killed. Saying this, Lord Vishnu started to engage in the activities of delusion after seeking Lord Shiva's permission. On seeing Vishnu in that manner, the two women handed over their power to Ganesha and became submerged. The powerful Ganesha immediately threw his iron rod on the place where Lord Vishnu was standing. But Vishnu, after remembering Shiva, moved quickly from that place. Then, upon seeing Lord Shiva, the great hero Ganesha, who was more powerful with two women Shaktis, remembered the lotus like feet of his mother and struck on Shiva's hand. With that blow, Shiva's trident fell on the land. Seeing this, Shiva immediately took his bow Pinaka. Even his bow also fell on the land with the blow of Ganesha's iron rod. 5 of Shiva's hands were struck. He took up his trident using his other 5 hands. With pain, he felt pity on the Ganas who fought and was hurt by the Ganesha before. In the meantime, the heroic Ganesha, with the more powers, struck the gods and the Ganas with his iron rod. In no time, none of them stayed in the battlefield in front of the powerful Ganesha. On seeing Ganesha, Lord Vishnu said, "The boy is blessed. He is a great hero of great strength. He is fond of battles. I have seen many gods, Danavas, Daityas, Yakshas, Gandharvas, and Rakshasas. In the entire extent of the 3 worlds, none of them can equal Ganesha in regard to brilliance, form, features, and other qualities." While Vishnu was saying like that, the heroic Ganesha threw his iron rod on him. In the process of protection, Lord Vishnu split the iron rod using his weapon discus, a small, sharp, round-shaped wheel. Later, Ganesha threw the broken piece of iron rod on Vishnu with a high force, but it was caught and taken away into the sky by the Garuda, who works as a vehicle for Lord Vishnu. Again, the son of Parvati struck Vishnu with his stick, remembering his mother. With that unbearable blow, Lord Vishnu fell on the ground, but he got up quickly and continued his fight with Ganesha again. Seeing this as an opportunity, Lord Shiva came there and cut off Ganesha's head with his trident.